Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for waiting on me. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Helen Holty, Esther Mireles. Thank you very much, guys. Big thank you to Esther. Shout out to Pauline. Sorry, Christy. But you gotta change your name. Your name keeps confusing me because the name says Pow, but your name's Christy. So you should go by Christy Power 17. Like the name kind of confused me because we have a supporter named Pauline Pizania, but we also have a supporter named Christy Pereira. But shout out to Christy Pereira, aka Power 17 from Las Vegas. Shout out to Stas Coluides. Shout out to Leanne Aberry. We haven't seen her in a while, from Ratamosa, Rio Grande Republic, Cameron County. Shout out to Ophelia Painter. Big shout out to Ophelia. Shout out to Vanessa Martinez Cabero, all the way from El Paso. De quién? Oh, shout out to Rosita Caballero. Por eso, Rosita. Rosita Caballero. It was her birthday. I think she turned 16 years old. Shout out to Liz Cantu. We hope you're doing well, Liz. We missed you in the Rio Grande Republic. Shout out to Mary Rose, Violeta Martinez, Isabel Martinez, Vanessa Martinez Caballero. We have a lot of Martinez this evening, looks like. Shout out to Marta Lignan Martinez. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Marta Lignan. Shout out to Mystique Girl from McAllen. La Chelito. Shout out to La Chelito. Shout out to Delia. Big shout out to Delia. Shout out to Carolina Rivera. Shout out to Yvette Zapata. Pasta. Shout out to Yvette Zapata. Sorry, guys. I got tongue twisted a little bit there trying to pronounce everybody's name. Okay, so Christy Perez says her Chihuahua is named Paulina. Okay, we see. Shout out to Ociel Garcia from New Orleans, formerly from Brownsville, Cameron County. Anyway, guys, I have my wife's actually here next to me. Let me put her on really quick. So, big shout out to Carla Martinez. God. No, I'm just kidding. Where my daughter kind of is invading really quick. But anyway, so my wife's next to me as my co-host for today. Can you guys hear me? Oh, am I talking to myself? Hello? Oh, there we go. I guess I'm okay, anyway, so my wife's next to me and she's going to help me with a couple of topics today. But anyway, shout out to Nelda Ortega. Shout out to Solo Ricerca. Shout out to Rosie Reyes, Maria Garcia. And anyway, guys, we have to change the music a little bit. If you guys know and have been watching our show, the music that we use is non-copyrighted, but sometimes the copyright holders, they've noticed, hey, you know what? These guys have been using our music and it's popular. Time to copyright it. So anyway, so some of the music I've used before, I haven't been able to use anymore, unfortunately. So we've had to use some new music. Shout out to Hazel Carth. And anyway, so a couple of topics before we begin, guys. I do want to throw. I'm not sure if she's watching tonight, but if she does have a chance, I do want to throw a special shout out to Yanni Marie, guys. Yanni Marie is one of our supporters, guys, and her grandson, Mazi, or Mazier, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but her grandson Mazi, ever since he was born, he's been fighting some tough challenges, that little guy, and recently, they had diagnosed him with some sort of rare genetic thing, and he was in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with the little guy. But anyway, they took him out of... Yeah, he's still a baby. Yeah. So they couldn't figure out what was wrong with the baby. And they pulled him out from the hospital, took him to another hospital. And within 24 to 48 hours, they were able to figure out that he had some genetic disorder. I don't know exactly the whole details. I'm not going to speak on things that I don't know. But they did find... whatever was wrong with him. In the first hospital, he was there for like 2 weeks, fighting for his life, poor little guy. And they took him out from there, finally figured out what was wrong with him. And then when everything seemed like everything was going smoothly, he had they found an aneurysm in his throat. And he's only a baby, right? So poor little guy, he had surgery, and they were able to take care of that. And my understanding is he's now recovering. He's doing a lot better. So hopefully, guys, big, power of prayer has definitely moved mountains, and he's doing a lot better. So we're glad to hear the good news from Yanni that she shared with us, that the little boy is now doing a lot better, and hopefully he'll be able to come home soon and be with the family. So just quick out to Yanni Marie. If you guys remember Yanni, she's one of the supporters that we had. She came over to my house in one of the cooking episodes, and she's a great person, great lady. And hopefully, once we're officially settled in, she'll be able to visit us with little Mazi there at the house. So we hope to meet the little guy once we go over there. Anyway, let's see what else is new.
Tu gorro está un poquito
¿Qué?
Como sumida de aquí.
No.
Mira.
Guys, my wife's criticizing my hat. So this hat is not an official flat bill hat. It's Hold on, let me fix my thing really quick. Hold on. This is a cheapy hat, guys, so it doesn't look that good. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, stop making fun of me. Anyway, guys, so let's see what else we got over here. We're gonna move quickly through the news. Talk some local news first, really quick. So, 100-year anniversary, guys, of Rutledge Burgers. If you guys are from the Rio Grande Republic, this may be the oldest burger joint in the Rio Grande Republic, and it's in Brownsville. It's right in downtown. And so there's Senator Lucio. If you guys remember, I'm Senator Lucio, and I think these are the owners of the Rutledge Burgers, the Familia Perez. They're the owners of Rutledge. They bought the Rutledge Burgers back about 20, 30 years ago. They've been operating ever since. So just recently, over this weekend, they celebrated the opening of Rutledge Burgers. They turned 100 years old. They opened in 1922. So 100 years, guys. I mean, businesses don't last long nowadays, especially, a small pops and mom and pops joint. Oh, how much are the burgers there? My wife asked. I honestly don't know, but I think
5 o 6 años que no voy. Pero en Matamoros las conocemos como las hamburguesas del pasillito. O sea, si alguien en Matamoros le dicen el nombre, te aseguro que no van a saber cuáles son. Son las hamburguesas del pasillito.
My wife says it's the burgers of the little hall, because Rutledge is right. It's right between two buildings, and it's very small, guys. You can only fit on the table, like literally, you can only sit one person per like table, right? So anyway, but these are pretty good burgers, guys. If you ever have a chance to stop by Rutledge, there in downtown, do so. They haven't changed. The same stove they cook these burgers on. I was reading the other day. They have not changed that stove, believe it or not. That's what gives it that crusty flavor. It's been there. Yeah, they're good, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, you're gonna taste 100 years worth of grease.
No quiero ser, como dicen, party
Party.
Ajá, pero bueno, hace mucho que no voy, como 6 años, no sé, 7 años. Yo quizás ya están muy cambiadas.
No, son igual.
Pero no, o sea, no han modificado, no han renovado.
No, it's the same recipe.
Wow. No, el lugar. O sea, creo que podría mejorar un poquito. Siento que podría estar un poquito más limpio.
Here's the restaurant, guys. Literally, it's very narrow. You can only sit like pretty much one person per table. Like, you can sit 2 people at the table, right?
No, Dele dice que están a $1. No están a $1.
No, tenían
A ver, you have to buy. Okay.
Anyway, shout out to Danny Boy, aka Danny Villarreal, Mary Rose. Shout out to Mary, Helen Holte. But anyway, guys, this is Rutledge Burgers. They celebrated 100 years worth of their grand opening, and it's very small, guys. But their burgers are pretty good. I mean, obviously, a place is not gonna last 100 years if it's not good. Especially in Brownsville and downtown. Downtown's like so beat up that this place has stood the sands of time, and they haven't really done anything to it other than serve burgers. It's a historical landmark in Brownsville.
Ni siquiera venden fries. Te venden de bolsita. Te venden solo la hamburguesa.
Yeah, they don't sell you fries, guys. You just buy the chips. That's what my wife would say. But these are pretty good. I want to say they're pretty comparable to like a Stars Burger, give or take. I haven't had one in a long time, but anyway, moving on. Let's see, what's the next topic? Next topic. We're gonna move on. Oh, guys, this is pretty funny. This was just shared with me recently, but it is local news. So I definitely want to share this. Is so funny, guys. I literally need to share this with y'all. Anyway, so just recently, they were trying to throw the ashes of a family member in South Padre Island, but there were high winds and stuff. You guys may have seen it. It was going viral today. Let me share this with y'all guys. It's a short video, but poor lady is trying to throw the ashes of their whoever the loved one was over the bridge, and there was high wind, so the ashes they just scatter everywhere. So I want to share that with y'all. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm gonna share with y'all really quick. But check this out, guys. I'm gonna mute my audio, but it's pretty like I mean I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing, but anyway, check this out.
Great. Bro! That's fucking gross. There's a dead person all over me. That's fucking gross.
So that was funny. They said there's a dead person over me. So,
¿Y quién era? ¿De quién eran las cenizas?
era de un familiar.
De familia nada más.
Sí.
Okay.
Anyway, so that was that just happened. I think today. That was
O sea, imagínate. La última voluntad de tu familiar y ya estás ahí y lo quieres tirar ahí, bueno, aventar ahí o como se diga y que se venga encima. O sea, no debo de reírme, pero al mismo tiempo sí.
Why are you laughing at a dead person?
Pues es que no,
That's not funny.
No me estoy riendo de la persona que
That's not funny, Carla.
Me estoy riendo del hecho, o sea, imagínate, o sea, es la última voluntad de que te vengan las cenizas, no.
Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next topic. I don't know if you guys know this. There's been some delays in SpaceX, guys, in Brownsville. They have not been able to launch any more rockets and stuff. So the Federal Aviation Agency. All right, guys. That's why I have my wife.
It's not that illegal.
Oh, Liz Cantu says, Frank, is that illegal? I thought you had to have a special permit to do it. I don't know. I don't.
Pero ¿cómo? Porque, o sea, ¿cómo? O sea, ¿y quién te va a revisar el permiso? Al momento que lo hagas.
No pagas el permiso.
Ok, sí, lo pagas. Pero ni modo, o sea, si vas al mar o algo, no, nadie te va a checar, o sea.
I honestly don't think you need a permit to throw ashes. I mean, it's almost like throwing sand over the bridge, So I don't think you need a permit. I could be wrong, guys. We can look at that. Let's see. Do you need permit to throw ashes in the sea? Oh, I found it. Okay, Liz. So I did find the answer. It says, if you wish to scatter ashes in Texas, state law allows you to do so over uninhabited public land, over a public waterway or a sea, or on the private property of a consenting owner. Unless the container is biodegradable, Texas law requires you to remove the ashes from the container before scattering. So, we got your answer, Liz, that you did ask. You do not need a permit. You can just throw the ashes anywhere. So, there you go, guys. If you're going to throw your ashes, y'all can do so in South Padre Island. So.
Pero, okay, ya vieron que no es buena idea hacerlo en el puente. O sea, háganlo en el mar. Exactamente, ¿no?
Yeah. So, like my wife says, it's not a good idea to throw the ashes over the bridge. Make sure you get close to the water. It will be a different story. But anyway, Hazel says, Frank, have you heard about the young guy in Brownsville that does rugs? I have not heard about that. I may have missed that news. Marta Linian says, Frank, they should have done it at a beach in the water, not in a public bridge. Yep, they should have definitely done it. Shout out to Marlene Carrillo. Let's see. No nasty paste. It's because they changed their name. No nasty pasta. Do you all remember that Tejerina lady that supposedly snorted her grandfather's ashes? Which Tejerina lady? I'm not sure which Tejerina you're talking about, but anyway, shout out to
Pues como que, pues.
Shout out to Molly, by the way. Anyway, guys, next topic really quick. So, recently, guys, SpaceX has been trying to launch their Starship, but they've been delayed since last year. And first, it was delayed on December 31st. They were going to do a launch. They got delayed. It got pushed to February 28th. Then it got delayed another month for March 28th. And they just delayed it again on April 29th, guys. So they did a little. I'm not sure exactly what they did out there, but give me one second. They did a little they got like over 1,000 people to show up at SpaceX just to show their support, like their solidarity for SpaceX, for the community. Like, hey, we need SpaceX because if they're not having rocket launches, they're gonna leave. So that's why they, you can see here, SpaceX is not leaving, whatever. Um, Here's Jessica Teacher. She's a commissioner from Brazil. I had some, I wouldn't say altercations with Jessica. We just didn't see eye to eye many years ago. But that's another story. That's if you guys have been on the page, y'all know some of the back and forth. Well, there wasn't really a back and forth. It was just kind of like some. We just didn't see eye to eye on some things. But anyway, she's the commissioner in Brazil. There was a lot of people. They had like tents and stuff. They had food. Kind of like a little how would I say? Kind of like a ¿cómo se dice?
Protesta.
No, cuando hacen así como
¿Monta?
no, pero tuvieron como así como campaña, ¿cómo se dice?
Sí, de estas tiendas de campaña.
Yeah. Anyway, that what my wife said. Just launch them rockets. Shout out to Brandon Lara.
SpaceX makes
Shout out to Vero. Shout out to anyway. Let's see. Next topic, guys. Let's see. Ahora sí. Lucía, déjale las piernas, le vas a lastimar ahí las piernas. Sorry, guys. Next topic. So, next topic, guys, really quick. The Cameron County Arena, they're trying to build this $100 million arena in Cameron County. If you guys don't know, in Cameron County, we don't have any arenas. The closest one is in Hidalgo. They have two of them now: the State Farm Arena, and the other one is the Bert Ogden Arena. So they have two arenas in Hidalgo County. So basically, there's a big conflict with the local residents, guys, is because Cameron County never gets anything nice, guys. The reason is there's no arena, so people can't, any artists, events and stuff like that, they cannot really get hosted in Cameron County due to the lack of arena. So back in December, they did, or back in November, or I don't know when the last voting was. The residents voted no, and it was like 1%. So they put it back on the agenda. They want the arena. The problem with the arena, guys, is, well, they don't know if it's actually gonna work out. Like, I want the arena, but at the same time, I don't want the money just to be thrown away, because this is gonna be like a 20-year, 30-year-old thing. And they don't even know if they can get artists. They don't even know if they can get like teams, like, or events. I mean, it seems like a good idea on paper, but the reality could be something else entirely. So I want it to happen, but at the same time, I don't want it to happen, because the problem is in Cameron County, guys, in Brownsville, is that city officials, they misuse the funds. Money goes missing. They might not even get to finish the arena. They're like, oh, we're missing $30 million. We don't know what happened to it. And that's the problem, guys. So I want it to happen, but we don't know if it's going to happen. Anyway.
Pero sí, o sea, pero por si tipo en McAllen, pues sí ha ayudado bastante, ¿no?
Sí ha ayudado a McAllen, pero lo que pasa es que las personas que corren la ciudad de McAllen o que corren el condado de Hidalgo manejan el dinero correctamente. En Brownsville se lo roban. O en el condado de Cameron. Ese es el problema. That's a big problem, guys. Corruption in Cameron County. But anyway, guys, next topic. Next topic is, let's see. I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a $500 million Powerball ticket just so recently. We have some people from Arizona. Shelly, did you win the lottery? Please. I hope you won. Guys, Shelly Salazar, one of our supporters, won $500 million. She says, Frank, you know what? I'm a supporter of your page. I'm going to send you $1 million.
$1 million.
She says, Frank, I'm going to send you $1 million just because I support your page. So, guys, I want to thank Shelly. She won $500 million. And me and my wife, we're not going to be working anymore after she gets the check. So, Shelly, thank you. I praise the man upstairs. So, guys, I'm not working no more. I'm quitting.
¿Qué sería lo primero que harías? ¿Con cuánto te conformarías?
$1 million.
¿Con $1 million?
I'll be happy with $1 million, guys.
Okay. ¿Qué sería lo primero que harías?
The first thing I would do is buy a lot of drugs, go to a strip club, and party all night.
Por eso ganas, ¿ves? O sea, Dios no te ¿para qué te dan $1 millón? No, lo que yo haría sería pagar todo lo que se debiera. ¿No?
No, I think I would party like a rock star.
Con $1 millón, o sea, obviamente, ¿quién no quiere ganar $1 millón? Pero ¿cuánto tiempo te va a durar? O sea,
It'll probably last me one week, guys. Party like a drug star. Like a drug star. Sorry, guys. I'm already thinking ahead. Partying like a rock star, the $1 million will literally last you like just a couple of days. Because you have to think about it, guys. You're going to go to the VIP section. You're going to be opening bottles. You're going to be buying like booze for your buddies. You're going to be, paying all these girls to dance. And nobody's going to come and go. But
bueno, mientras tú te quedas haciendo eso, yo me voy a viajar. Me voy a ir a viajar.
No me vas a llevar contigo.
¿Cómo tú vas a estar haciendo eso? O sea, si nos ganamos $1 millón, va a ser mitad y mitad. 500 para ti, 500 para mí. Yo me voy a viajar, a conocer, y tú te quedas ahí en un lugar encerrado haciendo todo eso.
Anyway, guys, yeah, so shout out to Shelly. She won $500 million. Obviously, she got the cash prize, so it's like half.
¿Con cuánto te gustaría ganar? O sea, más bien sería, ¿cuánto me gustaría ganar, no? Sí, también, lo mínimo, lo mínimo, ¿eh? Bueno, ya, o sea, lo mínimo, lo que sea, ¿verdad? $10, ya. No, pero bueno, lo mínimo que fuera, sí, también, $1 millón.
Guys, what would you do? Like, guys, what would be the first thing that you guys would do al Chile, guys, if you won the lottery? Like, not. I'm glad Shelly won the $200 million because obviously after taxes and all that, it's gonna be, instead of 473, it's gonna be more like 100 million because the Powerball keeps half plus taxes another half, so the 473 million jackpot is more like 150 million.
¿Y luego qué quisieras? ¿Que te lo dieran por mes o que te lo dieran así? O sea, ¿cuál es la otra manera? Una es que te lo dan por mes o por año. ¿Por año, por mes o como?
When you win the lottery, they give you the lump sum, o sea, te dan todo.
Ajá. Pero te quitan.
Sí, te quitan más.
Ajá, te quitan más.
O puede ser 20 años y te van a dar más.
Ok. No, 20 años. 20 años.
¿Tú prefieres 20 años?
Depende. O sea, si es $1 millón. Qué difícil. Porque mira, si es $1 millón y te lo van a dar en 20 años, o sea, es también como que bastante. O sea, $1 millón en 20 años, no.
That's why it's better to party like a rock star.
Pero ya si te ganas más de $1 millón, no sé, $10 millones, sí que me lo dieran en abono.
Vanessa says, Frank, I would pay for your ground play. Hey, thank you. But the
Mira,
good...
dice María, hay mucha gente que se queda sin nada después de ganar millones. O sea, tú serías esa gente.
Let me read some comments.
Oh, mira, Vanessa.
A ver.
Pay for your in-ground pool. Hazle screenshot, por favor.
Guys, Vanessa's paying my pool. Because, the haters are going to talk about, that supporters are going to pay for my pool. But Vanessa, thank you. But you don't need to pay for the pool because Shelly won the $400 million.
No, pero como quieras, screenshot, por favor, o sea.
Delia says she's going to buy burgers from Royal for everybody, including the haters.
No, mejor Whataburger. No, voy a llenar con una Delia.
Anyway, there was a pretty good comment here. Speaking about millions of dollars, let me see if I could read that comment. Marta Linian said earlier, Frank, how bad do you think the recession is gonna hurt within the year? Actually, it's funny. Me and my wife were talking about that in the car when we were driving back. There's been
De eso.
yeah, me and my wife were talking. So, the recession's gonna hurt. I mean, there was a recession, what, like in 2007, 2008, through the housing crisis. Um, there's recessions all the time, guys. I mean, y'all need to save, like, crises, or how would I say it? A crisis can occur anytime, guys. Y'all need to, and including me, y'all need to prepare for those rainy days, guys. Like, rainy days can happen anytime. I mean, not just, I mean, people are in recession all the time. Like, even if there's not a government thing, but a recession can happen anytime. You lose your job, somebody gets sick, an accident. You got to take care of a loved one, or if you have if you're really like a dog, cat person, animal person, and your dog gets sick. I mean, these things can happen anytime. So you need to have saved up enough money for like a year, and we're talking about like, I don't know, $15,000-$20,000. Just have it in there, because things can happen. So y'all need to be prepared. These things do happen, guys. RJ says that the stock market took a dive on Friday. The good thing, guys, right now, I know people have asked me, Frank, what about Frank's Traders? Like, did you forget about Frank's Traders? Right now, guys, here's two things that that happen at Frank's Traders. So right now, I've been very busy at work, so I haven't really been able to trade correctly. And second is that the stock market's very volatile right now, guys. It's a very bearish market. There's a lot of sellers, so it's very scary to buy a stock and sell it for less than what you bought it. That's really why I haven't done so much with the stocks, because I'm not an expert, so I'm not knowing how to buy and sell the stock right now and during this bearish market. Like a year or two ago, you can pretty much buy any stock and it would go up. Things are not like that right now. So that's why personally, I'm playing it safe. Like, yes, some people, my friends tell me, Frank, like, it's because if you don't risk it, you're losing money. And that could be true, because if you don't risk the opportunity, you never know what's going to happen. But I work very hard, guys, for my money, and I can't just afford to lose thousands of dollars because I made a bad decision. So right now, I'm playing it safe, guys. I still have the money there, but I haven't really done much with Frank's Traders. We're gonna let the market kind of, do its thing, and then once it's safe, we can go back into it. But right now, I've really been playing it safe. My wife can tell you, she's always telling me, well, Frank, what about this? What about that? Well, right now is one of those times where I can honestly say, you know what, you're right. Let me.
Pero tampoco por si cuando pasó lo de la recesión aquí en Estados Unidos, que, o sea, que por si tipo que la gente tenía, ¿cuándo fue cuando la gente tenía su dinero en los bancos y todo y igual se los quitaron y bla bla bla? ¿Cuándo pasó eso?
Pero pasó, o sea, que en Estados Unidos o qué país?
Sí, aquí en Estados Unidos.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what. I don't know what can. No, I don't know when that happened. No sé cuándo pasó. But anyway, moving on. Let's see. Yeah, my wife's gonna look that up for me while I read some of your comments. No pasty pasta, no nasty pasta says I would buy Ronya personality.
Pero mira que, o sea, fíjate, o sea, es verdad lo que estaban poniendo de por decir, dijo, ¿quién? Bueno, Vanessa dijo que ella pagaría lo que debiera de la casa y el colegio de sus hijos. Alguien había dicho, pero no lo veo, que le compraría casas y carros a sus hijos también. ¿Quién más?
¿Busca eso rápido?
Lo de la recesión.
Sí, sí, pues. My wife's gonna look that up real quick. Let's see. Martin Leon says there's a documentary about people who won millions of dollars, ended up with nothing. They either get killed or they end up in the streets. They don't take care of their money. I mean, and that happens not just winning lottery. People like superstars. You may have heard of Delonte West from the Dallas Mavericks. He played with Cleveland as well, and he was like he lost all his money. He was bipolar though, so there's that as well. He was kind of a little bit crazy. Antoine Walker from the Celtics. I mean, they made $50 million or more, and they pretty much lost everything, right? So it's just mismanagement of money. Let's see. Helen Holty says if she won the lottery, she would help her children first. That her family comes first, and then, if possible, her friends in need. John White says.
Great Depression.
Oh, the Great Depression. Okay, we can talk more about that later on.
En 1920.
Yeah. Let's see. John White says, Frank, I would switch all my money to yen because the dollar's finished. That's what they say, John. Nobody really knows. You kind of definitely have to have a diversified portfolio, not just, currencies, but crypto and other stocks. You just can't have your money all in one thing. But I definitely agree with you. The dollar is, I mean, it's still there, but you got to have other currencies out there. Michelle says, Frank, if I ever win millions, I would buy acres so that the Franks can live with all the rescue pets. Awesome. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I shouldn't say no. Michelle says that she would rescue all the pets possible in the dog pounds. Isabel Martinez says, Frank, have you heard of the 3n+1 equation? I've not heard of that. Let's look at what is the 3 plus n equation. What the hell is that? I just looked it up. I cannot find it. So, shout out to Marie Moore. We haven't seen Marie Moore in a while. Let's see. John White says, Frank, do you remember that the Democrats did this? New Nasty Pasta says, I would buy Wangan at a new attitude. Argy says they would buy Wangan at a new tire. Mary Rose says, Frank, what was the question? I stepped up for a minute.
Un logo de un banco en México que decía, hay cosas que el dinero no puede comprar.
Y que no puede comprar.
No, por lo que dijeron ahorita.
Oh.
Para todo lo demás existe un Mastercard.
Yeah, I remember those. Let's see. Delia says she would buy Ronya a makeover, including a new wig. Okay, so, Isabel Martinez was talking about people were talking about the Great Depression of 1929. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to says the value of the dollar may go up or down. Cryptocurrency is going to go up. If that happens, we're all screwed. I mean, I don't think we're all going to be screwed, but y'all need to kind of definitely, stay on top of the ball game, guys. Things right now, what we call the digital age, a lot of stuff is going to be moved to virtual currencies, cryptocurrencies. So y'all need to start reading more into that. Try to be yourself. Try to be a little bit more informed. Anyway, moving on, guys. We got stuck in this topic. So guys, if you guys don't know what's going on with Melissa Lucio, let me share the screen. Melissa Lucio, of course, we talked about that a while back. Melissa Lucio is the lady who's alleged, who was sitting in death row for allegedly pushing her 2-year daughter down the stairs, and she died. And she was fixing to get executed this past week. Like literally, I think on Wednesday, she was gonna get moved to Huntsville. They were gonna put the lethal injection on her. Y vámonos. But looks like that got it got appealed, and they're going to delay the lethal injection. They're gonna get a new trial, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe she does. Maybe she's not guilty, or maybe she's guilty, but a different sentence. But there was an audio that was played from her lawyer, so let me play that audio clip for y'all really quick. It's depending on how you feel about Melissa Lucio. It is definitely a very emotional audio, so let me play that audio for y'all really quick. Let me mute my audio and have you guys listen to this really quick. So one moment.
Hello?
Melissa,
Yes.
hey, this is Jeff Leach.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Have you heard the news?
No, what?
You haven't heard the news yet?
No, what happened?
The Court of Criminal Appeals issued a stay of your execution for Wednesday.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah. So anyway, so that happened, guys. There's gonna be a new trial for Melissa Lucia, guys, and I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really looked into that case on Netflix. I haven't really followed it. Oh, sorry, not Netflix. My bad, guys. It's not Netflix. It's on Hulu. So I know people have mixed feelings. People say she's innocent. People think that she's guilty. Whatever it is, guys, I don't know. I just know that she didn't get put on death row this Wednesday, and there's gonna be a new trial. So, like, that's the only thing. Like, here's the thing, guys. Just imagine how many people are in death row, or not particularly death row, but how many people are in jail for crimes that they may have not committed, and because their stories don't go viral, some of them get put down. And perhaps they were innocent.
Como el señor que el de los 35 años que estuvo en la cárcel.
There was a guy. Yeah, my wife's correct on that. There was a guy just recently. Let me see if I can find it. He had a 35-year sentence. He was just. Oh, here. No, wait. Let's see if I could find that case. Release from jail. Anyway, it just came out in the news, guys. I heard it on the radio, but I mean, just imagine, guys, how many people are in death row? How many people are accused of crimes they didn't commit? They're in jail right now. No, no lo encontraron. Okay, can you? My wife's gonna pull it up real quick, but anyway, Melissa Lucia is gonna have another trial. The only thing that we can hope for is that justice gets served correctly, because we don't obviously we weren't there. We didn't see her push the daughter down or not. These are details that only her and God knows, right? So let's just hope that justice gets carried out correctly. If she did push her daughter, then I do feel that. Oh, my wife found. Okay, it's good having somebody to help, guys. Sometimes my wife can sometimes help me.
Yo voy a ser como Ana en tu vida. ¿Cómo? Como Ana con Jaime.
Yeah. So my wife's gonna be like, kind of like Anna. She helps out Jaime. She helps out Ruby. So my wife is that Anna. But anyway, let's see. That was my wife just shared this link. Let me read it really quick. Where is it? Pero ese es del 2017 que la. Oh, so there's another case, guys. This was. No, este. Pero este dice 2017.
Bueno, es otro ejemplo. Bueno, dice the man who spent 35 years in prison without trial. Ese era ese. Bueno, ahorita lo busco.
Yeah. Isabel Martinez. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Shelly says, Frank, put down his for animals. Well, guys, what do you call a person that kills their own child? Are they humans or are they animals? I personally think they're not humans. They're just animals. And they need to be put down, right? Because any person that kills their own child is an animal. And I know it's not something that y'all want to hear, but al chile, guys.
No, o sea, ni los animales.
Yeah, animals don't even do that. Like, even animals take care of their offspring better than some humans. It is a sad reality that, there's cruel people out there. So, yeah, I know people don't want me to say those things, but al chile, guys, al chile, they're animals. Call it what you call it. But anyway,
O sea, pero no vamos a saber, o sea, realmente, ¿crees que al final de todo se va a saber? O sea, la verdad.
it's hard to say whether the truth, 100% of the truth, is gonna be out there, guys, because this was many years ago, and obviously, only her and the daughter knew what happened. The daughter's no longer alive. She was only 2 years old. So I just hope that the right thing gets done. Like, if she didn't kill her, she does not deserve to be in death row. She does deserve some sort of prison sentence for negligence, for sure, but not death row. If it is determined that she really did kill her daughter, then yeah, she needs to be put down. I know it's not something that people want to hear, but like, people that kill their children, they don't deserve to live. Al Chile.
Ni ellos ni los abusadores sexuales. Creo que ya lo encontré, a ver. Creo que ya lo encontré, te lo mandé.
Okay, let's see. My wife sent me something. Okay, we found something else. Okay,
There, Mary says she didn't kill her daughter. She wasn't there when the child fell down the stairs. Her daughter has been questioned. Pero a ver, bueno, o sea, sorry, tampoco no sé exactamente todos los detalles del caso, pero ¿cuántos años tenía la hija en ese momento?
la niña chiquita.
No, o sea, no, es que un de ese que se llama Butterfly Beauty dice que fue la hija. Bueno, no nada más, sí sé que la hija lo dijo, ¿verdad? Pero en ese momento, ¿cuántos años tenía? Era la hermana, vaya, de la niña. ¿Cuántos años tenía cuando pasó eso?
La niña tenía 2 años.
Sí, pero la hija de Melissa, ¿cuántos años tenía?
La que dice que...
La que la empujó.
No sé. Es que yo no he visto todo eso.
Okay.
Guys, really quick, I want to thank Michelle Armendariz. She just sent some coffee money. $1 McDonald's coffee for me. $1 McDonald's. Actually, that covers a biscuit and sausage with coffee. So thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate it.
Found innocent, then fine, but
Yeah.
pay out $1 million.
Yeah. Guys, let me read this really quick for y'all. So this was my wife.
Mira, ahí dice Maria was 2 and Alexandra was 16.
Okay, let's see.
Ok, entonces sí ya tienes conciencia totalmente de lo que estás haciendo.
Yeah.
Pero aún así, o sea, no creo que realmente, o sea, aunque ella lo haya dicho, no sé, necesito ver el documental realmente para dar una opinión.
Yeah. Guys, let me read the article really quick. So it says, man released from prison after 37 years due to false testimony, which is kind of like similar to...
Sorry, bye. Sorry. Lo sentimos, bye.
Yeah. Let me read it real quick. It says, Franklin Lee gave a false statement to police and apologized to Willie Stokes during November of 2021 during a hearing. 37 years after being sentenced to prison for murder, a Philadelphia man was released after federal court found that prosecutors in his case had suppressed evidence of false testimony by a key witness. Willie Stokes' conviction was vacated after it was revealed that witness Franklin Lee had said that he gave a false statement to Philadelphia police in exchange for sex, drugs, and a deal. Lee was facing his own murder and rape charges in 1984 when he was offered a short sentence in exchange for his testimony. They said, I wouldn't do no more than 2 to 5 or the most 7 years, he said. So they made him like say something because he was only going to get, 5 years or whatever. And then because he said that, they said, you know what? Vanos, you're going to be in prison for 37 years. So, let's see. During a 2021 hearing, Lee testified for Stokes and told Michael Diamondstein, Stokes' attorney, that Stokes never told him that he killed anybody. The man also apologized, saying, I like to say on record, if I could, or if I can, apologize to Mr. Stokes and the family for the problem I caused. The problem that he caused for 37 fucking years in prison.
Pero, ok, bueno, Y no sé bien qué onda con eso, pero, o sea, nada más es como que, oh, sorry, ya, bye. O él puede demandar al Estado o algo no sé, algo para compensar esa equivocación. No
Uh,
pasa nada, o sea, nada más vete y ya.
well, what happens is that once he's out of jail, he can sue the state.
Okay.
So that's.
Pero imagínate, bueno, obviamente un abogado va a querer agarrar el caso, ¿verdad? Porque es contra el Estado.
Claro, pues, o sea, apenas acaba de salir, ¿verdad? Entonces, obviamente van a meter de mano, o sea, 37 años por algo que él no hizo. So, Butterfly Beauty says, same thing happened to Melissa Lucio. The district attorney then, Villalobos, was crooked and withheld information together with Melissa's own attorney. Yeah, I've heard of that. Let's see, Villalobos, Cameron County. He was sent to prison, guys. District Attorney Armando Villalobos, he was sentenced to prison for bribery. So, yeah, it's very possible that Melissa Lucio could be innocent. Like I said, I'm not there to say if she is innocent or not, but I do know, I've heard of this guy before, Armando Villalobos. He's a district attorney that was during Luis Sainz before, and I'm not sure if he's still in jail. I think he might still be in jail. I think he got jail for like 20 years or something. 156 months. Let me see. I think he was 156 months. So how much is that? 156 divided by 12 is... How come I... Here we go. 13 years, guys. That was in 2006. So he should be out already. Maybe he was out 2 years ago. Anyway.
¿Sabes qué me estaba acordando?
¿Qué?
Y no sé si al final me hiciste caso y la viste, pero de la serie que está en Netflix, que se llama When They See Us, que es de, creo que es como de 5 o 6 niñitos que metieron a la, o sea, es obviamente verídico, ¿verdad? Que metieron a la cárcel acusados de haber matado a una mujer blanca en un parque, pero la policía no realmente los interrogó sin abogado, sin sus papás presentes, y aparte obviamente decían, no se conocían entre ellos, los niños eran unos niños y no se conocían entre ellos, y los metieron a la cárcel, y obviamente pasaron cosas horribles en la cárcel, y el más afectado fue uno de ellos. Obviamente sufrieron todo tipo de abusos, y después de no sé cuántos años también, gracias a uno que estaba en la cárcel, conoció al verdadero asesino de la mujer que había muerto, y también fue así como que, ok, bueno, no eran inocentes, pero, o sea, ahí se ven en la serie de Netflix cómo los entrevistaron, y todo estaba mal, o sea, fue, ¿cómo se dice? Abuso de autoridad, ¿verdad? O sea, no fue correcto lo que hicieron, pero lo peor del caso es que eran unos niños cuando pasó, pero eran, en la mayoría eran...
Ahí está listo las cobijas.
Sí, eran, creo que eran latinos, y...
Esa no la he visto. Déjame responderle a... Diana Rodriguez says, Frank, they're going to get compensated by the state. They don't sue. There was another case that I heard in California, guys, that there was a man sentenced to like 25, 30 years in prison. No, wait. He was convicted for life in prison, but then he was out after 30 years. And he only got like $50,000. Like, think about it, guys. $50,000 for your whole life. Like, he was already like 65, and he was in prison since he was 18 years. So, being put in prison all your life, and you get $50,000. So, they need to sue, if you're innocent like that, you need to sue the state for everything. Like $1 million for each year that you're put in prison wrongly. Anyway, moving on, guys. This was
Pero al final de cuentas, o sea, aunque te den cuánto dinero, nada va a reparar. O sea, imagínate 37 años de tu vida. O sea, es como que si ahorita, o sea, al señor lo metieron a la cárcel prácticamente cuando nosotros nacimos. O sea, es toda una vida. O sea, ya han pasado mil cosas en nuestras vidas y el señor en la cárcel. O sea, ya sales y como quieras, o sea, aunque te den, o sea, ojalá va, que tenga un beneficio económico, pero de verdad, o sea, nada, como dicen, nada compra el tiempo. O sea, el tiempo es de las cosas más valiosas y así le den cuánto dinero, o sea, nunca van a pagar lo que hicieron.
let's see. Yeah, guys, money comes and goes, guys. Money comes and goes, but time is something you can never, ever, ever get back. So anybody that's wrongly imprisoned in jail for any amount, even if it's 1 year, guys, 1, 5, 10 years, whatever it is, y'all need to sue the state. Like, well, if you know somebody, they need to sue the state, or if it's a federal prison, whatever, for everything, because time doesn't come back. Anyway, I was gonna say there was a this one's from Christy Perez. She shared this with me. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in over there in Lake Mead, they found a dead. Well, obviously it's a dead body, but they found a skeleton inside a barrel. And the reason they found this barrel with the skeleton inside, you know, it's a human body, it's a corpse, right? The reason they found this is because the lake has been, you know, it's the waters are receding because it's so hot. You know, all the water is basically getting evaporated. And there's these passerbys walking, and they saw this barrel, and they looked at it like, "Fuck, there's a fucking skeleton in there." And anyway,
Sí, estaba viendo la foto y pensé lo mismo. No sé esa noticia y desde aquí se ve que parece algo así.
yeah, so they found a skeleton in Lake Mead inside a barrel. So I guess that's like a murder case. Think about it, guys. There's a damn corpse in that barrel, and who knows how long that barrel may have been in there. So let me read this out to you. It says, Las Vegas, a source tells the news there was a body that was discovered on Sunday on the shore of Lake Mead. We were docking our boat, the person said, and we were gonna go home, and I heard a woman scream, "Ah!" My husband,
No, please, no.
my husband walked over and found the body. His shirt and belt were the only thing that we could see over his decomposing bones. The Clark County Coroner's Office is trying to determine the person's identity. This is a developing story, so obviously there's going to be more news tomorrow. So yeah, guys, you know, obviously there's probably there's going to be more corpses and stuff like that found. Christy Pereira, okay, so there she is. Christy Pereira says that the mob did it. So yeah, it'll be interesting and find out who this person is. But think about it, guys, and that's just in Lake Mead. How many other bodies of water out there in the United States, around the world? Like, how many bodies are just thrown into the ocean? Who knows, right? But anyway, next topic is, and this is the last topic, by the way. When I was driving back home from the new house, I was telling my wife, "Hey, you know what should we talk about this evening?" So my wife's like, "Well, why did you talk about Johnny Depp?" And I'm like, "Well, we already talked about that the other day."
O sea, es que tú no te aventaste o sea, yo antes de una semana me aventé parte de los, ay, se me fue el nombre, ¿cómo se llama? Del proceso, o sea, ¿cómo se dice? Del juicio. Tú no viste parte del juicio.
No, I didn't see any of that stuff, guys. I've been working, and I haven't had time for any cheeseman, not even like national cheeseman stuff. I've watched Ruby a little bit here and there, but I really haven't kept up. So when my wife was telling me about this Johnny Depp stuff,
Es como una novela, o sea, bueno, a mí me gustan las películas de jurados y que el juicio y que no sé qué, a mí me gustan las películas de ese tipo. Entonces estarlo viendo ahí, o sea, es la novela americana de Hollywood, o sea, súper famosos, O sea, está bueno el chisme, la verdad. O sea,
Yeah, the chisme might be good, guys, but honestly, I haven't really kept up. Like all this week, anything that's been talked on news with Johnny Depp, I haven't kept up. The only thing I know is what I talked about last Sunday is that the chick took a deuce on the bed.
es lo que a ti se te quedó aquí. O sea, dijeron mil cosas, pero a Fran nada más
Yeah.
se le quedó.
The only guys, that's the only thing I remember is that the chick took a deuce on the bed. Like took, you know, I don't know how the chick
Sí,
got
le
there.
tomó fotos y se lo mandó a una amiga y ahora la amiga salió a declarar y dijo, no, pues la verdad sí está loca. O sea, se supone que es su amiga y iba a declarar algo positivo a ella y era así como que, no, pues es que sí está loca.
Yeah, guys. So if you take a dump on somebody's bed, like if you take a shit not in the toilet, you're crazy. Now I can understand like if you have explosive diarrhea and you can't hold it and you like shit your pants. That's a different story, guys. But taking a dump, yeah, taking a dump that's not in the toilet, you're sick in the head. So, yeah, Amber Turd. That's the hashtag. But after that was put out there, guys, that the chick took a dump, I haven't really kept up with that stuff, you know. So, my wife knows more about that than I do. Let's get to says Frank. That's what everyone knows, even though we aren't following the circus. That's downright disgusting. It's disgusting, guys. I hope none of you guys al Chile. If I find out that any of you are taking a dump anywhere else that's not in a toilet or in a porta potty or a back, one of those back houses things, I'm gonna block you from the page. So if I find out that y'all are doing some crazy stuff like that.
Ya sé que te voy a regalar ahora. Lo que está diciendo Mary Rose. Te voy a regalar el perfume.
Okay. I need some cologne, by the way. But
Te voy a regalar ese.
John White says that Amber Heard is pretty, that she can get away with it.
No, o sea, y luego estaba escuchando que ella anduvo con un actor mexicano.
¿Quién?
Y ella, Amber.
¿Cuál es el actor mexicano?
Valentino Lanús se llama. Pero la cosa es de que él era muy famoso en México. Y también lo dejó medio cucuy al chavo.
A ver, and did she fix the papers?
No.
You don't get it.
No, y no
You don't
creo
get it, huh? You don't get it.
No. Y no creo que lo necesitara porque él era muy famoso, pero hasta se retiró de la actuación porque lo dejó medio cucuy también y el chavo estuvo yendo a terapia y todo después de la relación que tuvo con ella. O sea, sí es como que de temerse. Pero a ver, tu ídolo también ahí andaba con ella. O sea, yo no sé qué, o sea, es muy bonita ella, pero no sé. O sea, para que hasta tu ídolo Elon.
Oh, yeah. Elon Musk was the next boyfriend. Like I said, I honestly, guys,
No era boyfriend.
it was a boyfriend.
No era boyfriend, estaba casada.
Okay, ex-husband. No, a boyfriend. Yo creo que nunca se casó.
Bueno, pero estaba con él, con
Okay, entonces era boyfriend.
No,
¿Se casó o no se casó?
con él.
¿Estaban casados?
¿Casados?
Guys, would you guys know if they were married? I mean, I know Elon Musk has like 8 kids, but I know he's only been married like, I don't...
No, con él no, con Johnny. Cuando estaba ella con Johnny.
No, pero estamos hablando
Le
de
puso el
Elon Musk.
cuerno.
De
Le
Elon
puso
Musk.
con el cuerno con él.
Con Elon Musk.
Sí,
Oh, I don't know.
es lo que te estoy... No, I don't know, no. Es lo que
Okay.
pasó.
Shelly says that Elon Musk was the other man. He was Mr. Jones.
¿Ves? Ya ves, alguien también sabe esa historia. Dice, back in the day when she dated him, he was in his moment in Mexico and she left him depressed and sí, es verdad, lo dejó cucuy.
Anyway, so guys, moving on.
Pero va a seguir, o sea, la novela va a seguir y se va a poner...
The saga continues, guys. My wife is she's gonna tune in next week. We're gonna talk more about that. I'm gonna let my wife talk more about that because I haven't really been keeping up with any of that stuff. But anyway, before we finish, me and my wife. Hold on.
Acá sigue el chisme, Frank. Dice, they are saying the baby is Musk. I don't know. It is why he
Okay.
paying for the cost. Now they are in effect with Jason, Aquaman, and petition. Ah, pero bueno, lo bueno y me alegro que le haya pasado es que en la película de Aquaman, o sea, dicen que nada más va a salir como que súper poquito por si la cosa se pone peor, o sea, que la podían reemplazar, o sea, por eso es como que sale muy poquito en la película. Así que, qué bueno, o sea, si a Johnny le quitaron el papel de... Pero bueno, al final de cuentas como que realmente era una relación, de las dos partes era una relación tóxica. Y no se va a saber realmente quién es bueno, quién es malo, malo. O sea, nada más es la cosa de difamación. O sea, eso es lo que realmente se está peleando. O sea, no...
Bueno, ya después tú sigues ese...
Es que tú no estás con el chisme, es una novela.
It's not something I'm really interested in, guys. The only thing I know is the chick took a fucking dump. That's the only thing I know, and that,
por eso que la metan,
yeah,
que la condenen.
yeah, she needs to go to jail for being a dump taker, a bed dumper. Anyway, so guys, let me close this out. Oops.
Es borderline que tiene.
But anyway, really quick, me and my wife, we went over to the new house last night. We stayed over.
Camping.
We camped at the new house. I'm not sure if she's still watching, but I want to thank one of the ladies who sent. You guys remember that I did like a little registry and stuff. So one of the ladies actually bought some stuff from there. She got me some glasses and an ice maker.
Mira, yo voy a hacer Facebook friend a Marta Linan.
Linian.
A Linian. La voy a hacer friend porque ella sí quiere saber ese chisme.
Ah, okay. Bueno, ahí
Me está
But anyway, really quick, me and my wife, we were at the house yesterday, and Esther Mireles, she's a one of our supporters from Florida, if I'm not mistaken, and she got a little ice bucket and some glasses that I put on there. So I want to thank Esther Mireles for doing that. She didn't have to do it, but she sent me a message like, Frank, you should be getting something on Amazon. So I want to thank Esther Mireles for that little ice bucket and some glasses for the house. So thank you very much, Esther. If you're still watching, I want to appreciate that good gesture. But today, me and my wife, we went over to Gallery Furniture. I've never been to Gallery Furniture. It was the first time, and I don't know how many years that I've lived in Houston that I've always seen these Mattress Mac commercials, and I finally met Mattress Mac. Pretty cool guy, guys. He's a staple in Houston folklore. He's done a lot for the city of Houston and Hurricane Harvey when everybody else closed the door on people, like on the homeless. Joel Osteen and Lakewood
Dijo, no, porque me manchan la alfombra, porque eso dijo.
Yeah.
Eso dijo.
I don't know the whole detail. I just know that Lakewood Church, they turn everyone away for whatever reason, and Mattress Mac said, you know what, the people of the city of Houston they need somewhere to go. So I'm gonna open my furniture place for everybody, guys. And literally, like, we're talking about new beds, like all those, high-end beds, $3,000, $4,000 beds. He allowed like homeless people to stay on those beds, So I'm pretty sure he wrote it off. But I mean, it's not about the money, guys. It's about the gesture, Like, he didn't think about how much it's gonna cost him or whatever. So that was a pretty good gesture. And this was back in 2017 when this Hurricane Harvey. So he went, I guess you can say, viral. But anyway, he's there almost every day. I mean, today's a Sunday. Me and my wife, we went to Gallery Furniture, and the guy was there, and I said, hey, you guys saw on video. I said, Mattress Mac, nice to meet you. And
Guy estaba emocionado.
Yeah,
Había saludado de la mano.
yeah, Guy was very excited, but I was excited too. I mean, just for the fact, like he has this personality that that you just notice, like he's very nice, he's very humble. I mean, the guy's rich. He's like easily has over $100 million.
A ver, ¿quién tendrá más dinero? ¿El Joel ese o Mattress Mac?
That's a good question. We can look it up.
O sea, porque el otro se portó súper mal plan, mala onda. Y dijo, no me importa, bye. No, pero bueno, después como quedó súper mal, después sí abrió la iglesia. Pero en un principio dijo, ni nada. Y después fue cuando lo abrió. Bueno, él lo abrió desde un principio, va, Mattress Mac.
So Mattress Mac, he has a net worth of $300 million. But we're probably talking about not just his how much money he has in his bank account, but we're talking about like the whole when people consider net worth, we're taking account of all the assets, right, as well. So we're talking about like the gallery furniture itself. But anyway, like the guy has millions of dollars. He's making bets on horse races, on basketball games, on poker games. I mean, the dude has money. But anyway, very humble guy. Like if you would go in there, you didn't know who he would be, like who he is. You would just think he's just another salesman.
Sí hizo eso, ¿va? ¿Cuánto era que tenías que comprar?
Yeah. So
No recuerdo.
yeah, on the last World Series, he
10,000, no sé.
yeah, it was like $3,000. You buy $3,000 worth of furniture. If the Houston Astros win, you get the furniture for free. But they lost, so everybody has to pay up.
Cuando ganaron.
Oh yeah. So in 2017, when the Houston Astros won, same thing. Like he told people, hey, if the Houston Astros win, y'all get the furniture for free. Of course, you have to buy $3,000 worth of furniture. But he also bet, like, I don't know, $20 million that the Houston Astros were going to win. So either way, like, people took the offer, they got the free furniture, but at the same time, he won like $20 million. So it's like, no matter what. Yeah, I mean, it's just like pulling a hair on a cat, But we had a good time at Gallery Furniture. They have free drinks. Well, non-alcoholic drinks, by the way. Sodas, chips.
Ice cream.
Yeah, ice creams. And there was a salesman that was following me around. And God bless his soul. Like, salesmen, they got to do their job, guys. They have to, sell. Like, most of these positions at selling furniture, they're pretty much, what do you call it? They're commission based. And,
no, pero tienen un sueldo básico.
yeah, they have a base salary, but obviously they get most of their money, selling furniture.
No, pésima vendiendo. Quizás tú sí.
I was a salesman, guys. It's a lot of hard work.
Casi ya se iba a convertir vendedor de
Yeah.
colchones.
Yeah, I was thinking of becoming a salesman, but yeah, this guy was following me around. Like, I mean, not in a bad way, but I know he's just doing his job. And anyway, it was kind of funny because, I mean, but they're trained. Like, honestly, I think about the psychology when I was there, guys. Like, he was like, "Hey, if you need anything, I'll be back." And it's almost like every time we went to another section, it's like he knew that we were gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yo creo que te ponen un cheat cuando.
Guys, I honestly felt that I had a GPS because it's like he knew where I was going. But anyway, we didn't end up buying anything from Gallery Furniture. We did see some other furniture sets that we maybe go back. But me and my wife, we went to Ashley Furniture, and same thing. There was another salesman there. We actually bought a bed. Yeah, maybe, guys. Maybe that had something to do with it. But anyway, we went to Ashley Furniture, and there was a very good bed set that we ended up buying. And by the way, we got a new bed. Because we're gonna have another baby. No, I'm just kidding. But we got a new bed. We got a king size bed, and me and my.
La que tenemos ahorita es Queen, pero Lucía y Gael siempre están ahí. Entonces, como que siempre estamos. Ay, ahora Molly. Entonces,
Yeah.
siempre estamos apretados. Entonces, como que bueno, que sí necesitamos una cama más grande para que ya estemos mejor. Lucía y Gael y Molly con nosotros.
Yeah, so now we got a bed for, well, really, obviously for me and my wife, but you know, obviously the kids, they always join us. You know, on the weekends they're always there with us, and of course the dog.
Weekend nada más. This is every day.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, we ended up buying the furniture set from Ashley Furniture. They have some good stuff there, and of course, you know, it was a Latino guy, so you know he was
De Monterrey.
yeah, he was from Monterey, and of course, you know, he definitely knew his stuff, and you know, since my wife is more like on the side of furniture, he was talking Spanish with my wife more, so that definitely helped out
Sí,
significantly.
También era como que la actitud, ¿no? Del chavo, como que no era tan hostigoso, ¿no?
Yeah, he wasn't like he wasn't hounding us, like he was checking and everything, but you know, he did his thing. He got our, you know, we were just there to buy the frame for the bed, and he convinced us. Well, we were gonna buy a bed anyway. We are probably gonna wait on the bed, but I guess he kind of, you know, convinced us to buy the bed. So we ended up buying one of those Sealy Posturepedic beds, and but
Pero es que como quiera te convencen, o sea, porque el chavo estaba, pero que un colchón y que un colchón y entonces, ok, nada más vamos para mostrárselos. Y Frank, no, ya sé que, o sea, porque pues son caros, ¿verdad? Y no, o sea, nosotros no íbamos por un colchón y salimos también con un colchón, con la base,
yeah,
con almohadas, con no sé qué tanto.
we got the whole thing, guys. We got a king size bed. We got the box spring. Oh, but I was able to convince the guy to throw in some badass pillows. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm paying for it somehow. Well, at least it feels like I told him.
Porque al final es como que, ay, pero fíjate que no sé qué, te tengo que aumentar no sé qué, o sea, como que al final las pagamos.
Yeah, they always add some extra stuff. He did the old switcheroony, but he got you know, we got some nice pillows. Supposedly they're like $200 pillows, and because I mean I was telling him, hey, you better throw in those fucking pillows. You know, because I honestly, guys, I wasn't like, we wanted to buy the bed, but not right away, because you know it's money that, you know, I wasn't really contemplating right away. So I'm like, dude, you better throw in those fucking pillows. And the manager was there, so when the manager was there, he was just walking by. I was like, hey, I told him, hey, are you guys gonna throw in those pillows? And they didn't want to throw in the pillows, but then the manager's like, hey, whatever you gotta do to make the sale, so you know.
Pero aparte me caí súper bien, y aparte era su primer día de trabajo en esa mueblería, dijo.
Yeah, it was his no, su segundo día. So it was his second day there.
Oye,
But,
vamos la semana que entra y no se para nosotros, es que es mi segunda día.
no, but they did a good job. But anyway, we'll get that delivered in a month. Hey, watch, guys. I know what the haters are gonna say. They're gonna say, but I wouldn't get that furniture. I wouldn't get the bedroom set. Not even for free. That's an ugly bedroom set. If I were to get it for free, I wouldn't get it. And all the house is fucking falling apart. But what? I don't even know what they're gonna say, guys. You can't make these fucking haters happy. Like their whole house is falling apart. They're living in a fucking dump, and I already know what they're gonna say. Well, that's an ugly bedroom furniture, or he spent too much money on the bedroom, and how is he gonna pay the house? Te lo hocico, babe. But anyway, obviously the bed's not for them. It's for me and my wife and the kids. And we still have some more furniture. Oh, and Molly, of course, you know, Molly's. But John White says, Frank, poor guy, the commission to pay for the pillows. Hey, you better throw in those fucking pillows, guys. Al Chile, I want to. Yeah, I mean, guys, it's expensive. You're buying a, you know, those.
O sea, porque habíamos comprado antes, pero, o sea, de los más normales, más económicos, pero. La verdad todavía no sé por qué compramos ese.
Yeah, but.
O sea, pudimos haber comprado un colchón normal mucho más barato, pero ¿por qué compramos ese? O sea,
because he fucking convinced us. That's what happened. Yeah, no, but I mean, they're gonna get commission anyway, guys. You know, they're gonna get commission no matter what. I mean, at the end of the day, You know, they don't make commission if they don't sell, right? So, but yeah, I told, I was very adamant, like, hey, you better throw those fucking pillows. I mean, obviously I didn't say the word fucking. I was like, hey, are you gonna throw in those pillows? I can't repeat it, the fucking pillows. Throw in the fucking pillows. But yeah, he's like, no, I get you the pillows. Like, all right. And so when the manager stopped by, when his manager was checking and everything, he's like, hey, he said he's gonna throw in the pillows. So I kind of kept pushing that. Are you gonna throw the pillows? So you know, they threw in the pillows. Now, as maybe he didn't get the full commission, but that's not my problem. My problem, like, here's the thing, guys. Their job is to sell these furniture things at the highest they can get it for. My job as a consumer is to get it the lowest I can get it for. So it's a back and forth negotiation. Like, hey, I'm buying this $1,000 bedroom set plus the fucking $1,000 bed and the box springs. You better throw those fucking pillows. It's the least that you can fucking do. You know what I mean? So sure enough, they threw in the pillows. Oh, not only.
No, pero el vendedor era súper buena persona. No me cayó bien, la verdad.
Yeah, he was a good guy. So he's gonna get paid anyway. Like that he was just brought over from another store, so he's doing a good job. You know, he's an assistant manager. So
Oh, él era assistant manager?
yeah, an assistant manager. Yeah, so he didn't just become an assistant manager just out of the blue. So obviously he's doing a good job. So yeah. Anyway, but really quick, Shelly says about the Amazon. How is it coming along? So let me share that. The haters, they hate it, guys. But fuck the haters. This is something that Shelly and other people kept recommending. And I'm gonna add a.
Dice alguien,
¿Qué?
your back deserves the best.
Guys,
Pero
al
es
chi-
la verdad, o sea, sí es cierto. Y a veces nos ponemos a pensar eso de qué me sirve una cama súper lujosa, súper acá, si no tienes un buen colchón. Y es verdad, o sea, pasamos un tercio de la vida dormidos.
Guys, my wife's just saying that because that's what the guy said.
No, yo dije, no, yo dije.
That's what he said.
O sea, que tengo las palabras. Pero no, yo dije, no, yo me fui muy allá. Yo dije, pasas la mitad de tu vida durmiendo. Me la bañé. Pero bueno, él me corrigió y dijo, no, un tercio de tu vida. Y es verdad. O sea, un tercio de la vida y dormimos en un colchón fregado. O sea, sí es verdad. O sea, preferible comprar un buen colchón aunque tu cama no sea tan bonita. Después de la sabiduría que me dio el vendedor, ahora lo pienso mejor de esa manera.
Yeah, and I did think about it too. I mean, honestly, the mattress. I mean, it was pretty expensive, guys. It's the most that I've ever spent on a damn bed. Like I've never spent that much. Like the current bed that we have, I think it was like $700. But like now, God has, God's opened up a lot of opportunities for me, and I'm making a little bit more money now. It was just time to. Oh,
no,
wait.
espérate, y era el colchón, pero aparte, o sea, por decir, no sé, esta cama que tenemos, tengo un protector de esos que venden en Walmart. O sea, baratos, ¿verdad? No son caros. Pero no, este es el protector que nos vendieron, ¿verdad? Que según era como que térmico y no sé qué y no sé cuál, o sea, no era uno de Walmart como el que yo tengo.
Yeah, there's this.
Es uno especial.
For anybody that's bought that, yeah.
$400 por el.
Yeah, for anybody that's bought it, for anybody that's bought a bed before, guys, a good bed, they sell these bed protectors. Like you can buy them at Walmart, but these are the manufactured bed protectors. I mean, they cost a few $100. And I told the fucking guy, you better put those bed protectors on there. So sure enough, he put them on there, and the pillows. So I think I got a good deal on it. It's kind of like you buy a car. Miss T says, Frank, did you get the long-term warranty too? Yeah. So supposedly, you have to keep in mind, like, these salespeople, they say all these things. Hey, I got you this and this and this, and I'm throwing the warranty and the discount. I'm like, okay. Well, he says he put the warranty on there, so.
No, sí, no. O sea, no me asustes, no, sí la puso.
¿Dónde está el recibo?
en el carro.
Oh, my wife has.
No, o sea, y no era, o sea, era el colchón, pero te venden, el que compramos no era el más caro, era el del medio, fuera el colchón del medio. Y la garantía que nos dieron era por 5 años, y si bajaba, ¿cuánto? ¿Una pulgada?
Yeah, so supposedly, guys, like says it has memory foam. If it goes down an inch and a quarter, the whole mattress gets replaced. Like the foam part, like if it goes this much down and stays like that, you get a new mattress. And the mattress, yeah, and that was the mattress. Yeah, the mattress that we bought, guys, like yeah. Yeah, I know some other people have 40-year-old beds and call it antiques, but
No, es muy diferente. Antiques y old. Es totalmente diferente.
old and dirty. There's guys.
Es antique y vintage. Ahí va como que más o menos relacionado. Old.
Yeah, but yeah, and the thing is, guys, we didn't buy the most expensive bed. I mean, we're talking about $4,000-$5,000 beds. Obviously, they feel awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, they're worth every penny. But you know, maybe guys, if things go better for me, we'll get ourselves a $5,000 mattress. But I just can't afford that right now. But we just got the medium one, so you know. Anyway, guys, really quick, I want to share something with y'all. Shelly's been, telling me about the wedding registry. We're not getting married. It's just the only way that we can do this registry if you kind of do a wedding registry. So it's more like a housewarming registry. I'm gonna share this for y'all. Y'all don't have to, buy anything. But if you guys want to, y'all are more than welcome to see the registry. Let me share this for y'all. I haven't really done much with it, but anyway, y'all are more than welcome to look at a registry. There's the link. I posted the link there, guys. If y'all want to look at some of the stuff, I just added a couple of things, not expensive. I was thinking, you know what? Like, I know people and I'm gonna buy all these things, but let me see. I don't even know how this damn thing works. Let me see. Gifts available. How do I view my damn registry? Let's see. My registry. Oh, here it is. So, somebody got me the ice bucket, which was Esther. She got me the ice bucket. I got a hose thing, a toaster. I got a thing for the coffee. Some kitchen utensils, some knife set, a waffle maker. I put a $600 Roomba. I know that the haters, they don't like it, but if anybody wants to buy the Roomba, be my guest. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all don't have to. I just put it there for fun. A dog bed, kitchen utensils, wine bottle, and just some. I'll add some more stuff to it. Like I said, if you guys want to, y'all don't have to. But whoever does, I really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you guys for blessing me. Y'all are some great people, and believe me, part of my success is because y'all are how would I say, y'all support me. You know what I mean? And not just me, but my family as well. We definitely appreciate it. And, more than anything, more than any financial compensation, I've always said it's just the time that you guys take from your day to watch our live video. That means a lot because, honestly, guys, right now, me, personally, I have so many things going on, right? So, I'm sure y'all are in the same boat. Y'all could be sleeping right now. It's already going to be midnight. And y'all are taking time from your evening, from your sleeping time to be watching. So that to me means more than anything because money comes and goes, guys. If I have 0 people that don't want to be a supporter, but if you guys are following, you guys are watching, that means a lot to me because, time is money. You know what I mean? Like time is something that you're not going to get back. So if you're taking time to watch, that means a lot to me. Anyway, with that being said, I want to thank y'all once again for taking time of your night watching our show, and we'll be live next weekend. I want to thank everybody. Let me throw a couple of
Cuando vayan a la casa pueden probar el colchón.
yeah. Guys, if y'all stop by my house, y'all can jump in the bed, all right? Just don't take a fucking dump in the bed, please. No dumping in my bed. No turds. Anyway, shout out to Hazel. Shout out to Mary Rose, Vanessa Caballero, Margie Bassett. Thank you, Margie, from New Jersey. We need you to come to Houston. Shout out to Mary Rose. Oh, I already said Mary Rose. Shout out to Isabel Martinez, RJ. No baby cribs right now. We'll see, maybe. We've talked about having the baby, but these are things that just happen. Shout out to Shelly, of course. Shout out to Sunstorm. Shout out to John White, Miss T. Shout out to Liz Cantu. Shout out to Sas Corridas, Hazel, Lavina at City. Marta Linian.
Dice Vanessa, fan reunion y la venir.
Oh. Isabel Martinez says, Frank, remember you offered a 1-year membership to Sports Space? Yeah, we definitely need to have another one. We'll do another one. So, guys, I do want to say that we're probably going to postpone the Mexico trip. I think we're probably going to wait for a better time. I really wanted to go in June, but I got so many things going on with my job. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. However, we are planning a Fangs reunion. I still have to go over like what would be the best date, but we'll probably do a Fangs reunion, guys. So once we have the date set in stone, I will let everybody know. I'll go over the day with the supporters and everything, and then we can work it out. It'll be fine. Like we probably won't have a big reunion like last year. However, I do hope to have most of our supporters to show up, and if you guys want to come, even if you're not a supporter, come through. You will have fun. Like we'll have music. We'll have tacos. I don't know what we're gonna have, of course, if we do end up doing it, but we definitely would want everybody to come if possible. RJ says, Frank, any VT news? I haven't.
Yo tengo que decir algo. Ahorita me acordé.
Espérame.
No me acordaba. Ahorita porque dijeron eso de ella. La última vez, ¿cuándo regresamos? ¿Hace 2 semanas? ¿3 semanas? ¿Cuándo regresamos?
¿De dónde?
De allá del valle. Hace 2 semanas, después del Día de la Coneja. Después de Easter Day. Bueno, en tu video sale que estaba ahí en la gasolinera.
Chisques.
Sí, Frank. No le digas eso. ¿Sí
No,
estaba?
yo no tomé video.
Oh, pero tú estás haciendo un video, ¿no?
No hice video, no.
Ah, ¿tú no hiciste
No.
un video? Oh, qué bueno. Ya lo estoy diciendo.
So anyway, we saw.
Pero bueno.
A ver. Déjame contar primero.
Bueno, okay.
Okay, so guys, 2 weeks ago, I saw Chisquis. I told you about it. I don't know if I told you about it. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, we were in Brownsville, right? So we were driving to Houston. I think I told you about it. But if you guys don't remember, I'll tell you. I was in the gas station. I was inside. And Chisquis, or Vanessa, was in the gas pump. She came inside. She was going to open the door. She saw me. She goes back to the car. And I'm like, what's your problem? Like, I'm not going to bite you. You know what I mean? So I just remember her doing a face. She's like, so she goes back to her car, to the gas pump. I thought she was going to make a live video. You know how she always made those live videos. And I didn't say anything, because like I did say that like all that was kind of like over for me. I'm not going to make live videos or whatever. I mean, I could have obviously I could have made a live video about it. It probably would have been funny. But I just said to myself, it's like there's no point for me to go live. Like it's kind of redundant, it's kind of the same thing over and over. And I think she said something to my wife, so I think that's what my wife wants to say. ¿Es lo que quieres hablar? Okay, so anyway, so my wife wants to say something about that encounter. So,
Sí, yo estaba dormida en el carro, literalmente estaba dormida y Francisco se paró y fue a la gasolinera y no sé qué fue a comprar. Y en eso me desperté y, y yo sé que muchas personas de los que siguen en la página no, no están de acuerdo o como se pueda llamar, no sé, am, quizás con cosas que ella ha dicho o a lo mejor ha hecho. No sé muy bien la historia desde un principio de quizás si ella am, cometió errores, pero solamente sé como de año y medio para acá, más o menos sobre ella. Pero sí puedo decir que ese día, y yo siempre he sido muy directa, y a mí no me importa si Francisco, um, yo tengo mi propia opinión. O sea, yo no me voy a poner del lado de Francisco en cosas que yo no estoy de acuerdo. O sea, tengo mi propio criterio y yo no voy a... Yo no me dejo guiar ni siquiera porque es mi esposo sobre cosas que yo no estoy de acuerdo. O sea, no puedo. O sea, no puedo. O sea, yo soy así. Y ese día ella me habló y me pidió disculpas. Me dijo que realmente sentía el haber venido aquí a la casa y de hecho me dijo siento lo que ha pasado y, y siento haber ido a tu casa y, y solamente le dije que todo estaba bien. Am, Porque sí, o sea, ok, sí, vino, estaba mal, pero
She was crazy.
al final de cuentas, gracias a Dios, también ella se controló y no pasó más nada.
No estaba drogada. No,
Yo no sé sobre eso. Pero sí puedo decir que ella me pidió disculpas. Al final de cuentas ella no tenía ninguna necesidad de pedirme disculpas. O sea, también ha sido como que un estire y afloje entre Francisco y ella y otras personas. Pero bueno, no lo sé. Nunca me he hecho nada y bueno, vino a la casa. Pero no sé, siento que eso habló quizás en este momento bien de ella, al menos conmigo, ¿verdad? Yo no sé con otras personas, pero al menos a mí eso fue lo que me dijo, eso es lo que pasó conmigo. Y, y siempre lo voy a decir, o sea, todo el mundo tenemos problemas, todo el mundo hemos pasado situaciones en nuestras vidas y tomamos buenas y malas decisiones. Y bueno, no sé, no quiero hablar sobre ella ni sobre su vida. A mí en lo personal no me ha hecho nada. Nunca, a mí no me ha faltado al respeto, al menos que yo no esté enterada. Pero bueno, eso fue lo que me dijo. Y, y no sé, quizás, ojalá que un poquito puedan pensar que ella quizás ahora está haciendo las cosas mejor que antes, ¿verdad? Pero al final de cuentas, o sea, es algo bueno, o sea, el que tú reconozcas algo, porque hay personas que no lo reconocen y que nunca lo van a reconocer y que pesa más su orgullo y sus ideas locas de querer sentirse superiores a otras personas solamente con insultarlos y bueno, no sé, ella me pidió disculpas y siento que ella no tenía por qué hacer eso. Ella pudo quedarse en su carro, irse, quedarse en la gasolinera o lo que fuera y sin embargo lo hizo. Y solamente quería... Yo estaba medio dormida y ya me desperté y me dijo eso y ya dije, ok, no pasa nada, todo está bien. Y ya fue todo. Pero, no sé, quizás ella va a hacer las cosas diferentes. No sé, no la conozco, no vivo con ella, pero eso habla bien de ella para mí.
Anyway, so when I was leaving, uh, I told Chiski's, Vanessa, sorry. Guys, she's always going to be Chiski's number one, all right? So anyway, I told Chiski's, Happy New Year, Vanessa. Because, like, it's already been almost 3 years, right? And and kind of like when all this kind of started, was because of, well, it was a little bit before, but that was the first time I saw her in person. That was like our first encounter at that same Stripes on January 1st, 2020. You know, it's just funny like how time flies. On January 1st of 2020, there was a video that I made at the time where Cheesekees got crazy on me, you know, because I told her Happy New Year, you know, and now, you know, 2 years and a half later, almost three, you know, now that we're going on 3 years, like I didn't say it like I didn't say it in a way to make fun of her. I said it in a way to like have her understand, like, wow, like that's really all I want to say, like Happy New Year, like think about everything that's happened and how that first encounter was. And it really was based on that January 1st video that I made from 2 years and a half ago, where I told her Happy New Year, and she literally freaked out. Like, she's like, oh no, Frank, you know, that video's out there, guys, so I'm not going to go back. But that's really how, like, kind of all the events kind of happened from there, from that January 1st video, from that New Year's video. So that's why right before I left, once I finished pumping gas, she was pumping gas. So she, like, my car was here. She was later next to my car. Like, we're like parallel next to each other. So I just looked at, well, I don't know if she saw me, but I just said out loud, Happy New Year, Vanessa. And my wife got mad. She's like, ¿por qué le estás? I'm like, cara, no le he hecho nada. But I just wanted, yeah.
¿Sabes lo que le dijiste?
Yeah. I just wanted Vanessa to know, like, you know, that's really how things should have been on the first time that we kind of had that encounter, right? When I told her Happy New Year's, you know, I'm just trying to break the ice. I wasn't trying to like antagonize her or anything. But, you know, that's literally how it happened. But that's why I just said Happy New Year's, so that when I said that, she can think about like, hey, like this is how everything started from that New Year's video. So that's what I told her.
Pero ¿estás de acuerdo que realmente no ni tenía la necesidad de pedirme una disculpa? O sea, ¿para qué? O sea, pero bueno, lo hizo, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Y eso para mí
Yeah.
habla bien de
Yeah,
ella.
I mean, I guess she didn't have to apologize to my wife. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for anything I've done, you know. Like, it's not like I did the things, like, everything that's happened to Chiskis, these are all things that she's done. Like at this point, you know, like, Lalo...
No, pero
no,
también es bueno, o sea, también es bueno que hagas una retroinspección interior y no sé, de aquí a un tiempo puedas verlas, quizás veas las cosas diferentes, no lo vas a saber, a lo mejor va a pasar 1 año, o 2 años, o 3 años, ahora no, y a lo mejor un día verás las cosas diferentes.
Well, that's it.
Ahorita dices que no.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. So Isabel Martinez says, Frank, in retrospect, kind of like what my wife was saying, do you regret anything? Like some things, sort of. You know, like there are, like, I mean, there are some things I definitely maybe shouldn't have done. You know, but most of the things that I did do, I don't really regret, because I mean it was really back and forth. You know, it's not like I was just. I mean, it's not like I was just kind of like criticizing her out of the blue. I mean, these are things that she was doing for a very long time. You know, it's not like I just picked on her. You know, like it was really back and forth. Like anybody that watched early on those those videos, like, I mean, it was back and forth. Like, you know, she would say things, I would say things. You know, like, that's really how it was. Like, she would make all these videos about me, and I would make videos. It was just a back and forth thing, you know, and of course, you know, that things led from there. Like, things kind of escalated from there, you know. Then La Roña came on board, and whatever. But a lot of the things that happened, I mean, really, they were not. I mean, they were not anything that I did. I mean, all the legal things that she's facing, these are all things that she's facing because of her own actions. You know, those are not things that I brought on to her. So, I mean, I guess maybe in a certain way now it's more like there's no use to beat the dead horse. You know, I kind of maybe now understand that, like, there's really nothing more that I'm getting out of beating a dead horse. Like, everything that's happened now, it's like there's really nothing for me to contribute. Like, everything that's kind of been said is out there. All the videos that I made about her are out there. Like, I haven't deleted anything. You know.
Ok, bueno, una pregunta. Si en un tiempo pensaras diferente por X razón, motivo, circunstancia, pero crees que realmente tuvieras la humildad de decir, ok, sorry, si esto hice mal, o nunca, nunca lo dirías. ¿Lo dirías o no lo dirías?
My wife asked, like, if there will ever be a point for me to say sorry. Like,
O sea, porque también se necesita humildad. Humildad, principalmente humildad. Se necesita ser humilde, decir, ¿sabes qué? Lo siento. O sea, no en todo. O sea, yo entiendo que no nada más era Francisco, o sea, era los dos. Pero, o sea, también tienes que a veces ser humilde. No lo digo por Francisco, digo en general cualquier persona en nuestras vidas. O sea, tienes que ser humilde y también tienes que tener los suficientes pantalones. Se necesita valor también para, principalmente humildad y después valor para decir, ok, ¿sabes qué? La regué en esto, hice esto mal.
here's the thing, guys. I feel okay. From all the things, I feel that the only thing I regret was maybe putting, like, La Roña with me. Al Chile, guys. That's probably my only, like, real main regret, because, I mean, she still continues to this day to talk about me, right? But as far as the back and forth with Vanessa, I mean, it was just a back and forth thing. You know, it was just a back and forth thing. I never wished her harm at all. I never. I mean, my wife knows too. Like, I never ever told my wife, man, I hope that, like, this happens to her. Like, I always
No,
told
y hasta este día, en este momento, a nadie, ni siquiera a mi peor enemigo, alguien que me haya hecho el daño, yo le deseo la muerte. Nadie, ojalá que todo el mundo viva lo que se tenga que vivir, y no le deseo a nadie le puedo desear ni que se enferme, ni que le pase algo, no lo deseo. Yo creo en el karma y yo creo que las cosas se regresan. Las cosas se regresan. O sea, tarde o temprano las cosas se regresan. Entonces, menos yo, nunca le deseo el mal a nadie. O sea, no te quiero en mi vida, no te quiero ver en mi vida, no quiero saber nada de tu vida, pero tampoco no te voy a desear la muerte. O sea,
the only thing I could say, guys, I mean, from all this saga, because, I mean, it's kind of came to an end, right, between Chisky's and the No More Cheeseman page. The only thing I could say is, like, I mean, I hope that Vanessa turns her life around, like, for the better. Like, not to kind of act and make all these lies. You know, I hope that she's able to turn her life around for the better. You know, because she has kids. I mean, I've always said it. Kids, they deserve their mom and dad. So I hope that she really turns her life around. I wouldn't say I'm sorry for all the things that I said, because, as I mentioned, it was a back and forth thing. You know, it was back and forth. She made a video. I made a video. I can definitely agree to a certain extent. Some things were childish. You know, I could definitely accept the fact that There was quite a few times I did things that yeah, I could probably have been more professional, been more reserved in certain things. Um, but I know, like I said, I feel what I needed to do was done, and that's it. Like I kind of at this point in time, I've kind of moved past that. It took a little bit of while to kind of get over that hump as far as not talking about it. I guess we're talking about her now, but it's
No, pero es diferente.
yeah. I mean, it's different. Like y'all know what I mean, right? I mean, it's different now. Like it's not how it was. Like it at this point, like I moved on from all that.
Tampoco no creo, dice alguien, if she apologizes to you, will you apologize to her? No creo que vaya a pasar eso.
Yeah, I mean,
O sea,
the thing is, like, okay, like, if I ask, like, if people ask, Frank, would you apologize? But why? What am I exactly apologizing for? Like, I guess that's a better question to y'all.
no,
What-
o sea, no creo que vaya, no creo que ella
No, no,
lo
but-
diría,
no,
ni
pero
tú lo dirías,
the-
o sea,
that-
creo
yeah,
que es más
but
o menos
what
¿no?
what would I apologize for? Like, I guess that's the question, guys. What exactly would I be apologizing for? You know what I mean? I mean, because a sincere apology means like you've done something wrong. You know what I mean? Like if I've done something wrong, and I know I'm wrong, like that was like, man, you know what? I kind of, here's the thing. Maybe guys, I know it's kind of, if anything, maybe the only. Here's the thing, guys. Maybe the only thing I kind of feel I can maybe have a regret is probably Chisky's Day. You know. But that's probably the only thing. Like that's probably the only thing I would probably admit to.
Y en ese momento yo le diría, ¿qué te diría, Frank?
I don't know.
Si te o sea, que ya te disculparas bien por ese día, ¿qué te diría? ¿Te lo qué?
¿Te lo dije?
Sí.
Oh,
Te lo dije, o sea,
yeah.
toda la vida.
But that's probably the only thing I would probably regret, guys, because yeah, Chisky's Day was maybe we kind of did exaggerate a little, but at the time, you have to keep in mind like there was a certain reason why we did it, but now that time's kind of passed, maybe that's probably the only thing I regret. Maybe, if I could change time, then I probably would have withhold from doing Chisky's Day. But other than that, guys, like other than that, like all the Chisky live videos, I mean, I don't regret any of that because I mean, it wasn't me saying anything really. It was her talking like over and over and over. Like I didn't really have to say much. It was just her. It was just me streaming her. So I don't regret any of the streaming stuff. I don't regret like. Oh, and maybe my only other regret maybe I probably spent more time than I should have. You know what I mean? But all in all, like I don't really regret much, other than Chisky's Day and probably, probably taking a lot of time. Like it did, it took a lot of my time, guys. It honestly did. In the beginning, I just did it for fun, and then I kind of like,
No, pero bueno, al menos yo lo que creo que menos estuve de acuerdo con eso fue el... Y sí, sé que muchos, o no sé si de los que están aquí fueron ese día o lo apoyaron. Eso no tiene nada que ver, o sea, no tiene nada que ver, o sea, Francisco es mi esposo, o sea, no tiene nada que ver que alguien me caiga bien y que pueda hablar con esa persona, pero que en ese aspecto pensemos diferente. O sea, eso no tiene nada que ver. No porque en ese aspecto ya pensemos diferentes, ya no te voy a hablar, o ya te voy a juzgar y ya no me hables. No, o sea, en ese aspecto pienso diferente que tú, pero que bueno, lo respeto y ya. Pero voy a seguir, si quieres, seguimos hablando. O sea, eso no tiene nada que ver. Me refiero de el hecho, o sea, no sé, o sea, sigo diciendo lo mismo. Una mamá es lo más importante para sus hijos y a lo mejor aunque quizás ella, bla, 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 lo que ya todo el mundo sabe, no sé, era al menos ese día, o sea, fue muy triste lo que pasó y luego ir otro día y hacer eso, o sea, no, para mí no fue correcto.
I mean, okay, like it was what it was. You know, we had fun at Chisky's Day, but okay, now thinking, okay, maybe we shouldn't have Chisky's Day. But you know, it is what it is. We moved on. I did spend a lot of time. I feel like, for example, like a lot of good things are happening now because I kind of moved on from that, and probably I should have done that long time ago because how long have we been doing like covering all that? 2.5 years. So I kind of spent like 2 years focused on that, right? And that's time that it's not going to come back anymore. So if all these great things are happening now to me because I'm really applying myself, how much more could I've accomplished in those 2 years by applying myself during that time? I feel that I definitely would have been in a. I probably would have been able to get the house sooner, you know, because I was applying. Like I would have been focusing more about buying the house at that time than now. So, but you know, things happen for a reason. I can't predict what or not is gonna happen. Abel says, Frank, would you accept an apology from Breezy? Fuck Breezy. I mean, they're just people. I mean, there's just certain people. For example, there's people that
Está difícil de creer, no sé.
yeah,
O sea,
it's
porque
hard.
yo sé que esa persona dijo algo
Yeah,
feo.
they were saying
O sea,
things about
es
my
como que tan solo el decir eso o sea, es algo enfermo. O sea, no sé, no la conozco. No,
yeah
no.
talking about like
Conocerla, pero-
you know my daughter was 4 years old at the time. Like when she was saying these comments about my
No,
daughter,
she was,
yeah,
she was trained.
about my daughter getting molested. My daughter's only like even an adult person, like you don't say those fucking things, much less about a 4-year-old daughter, like 4-year-old girl. So like me personally, um like it's kind of over. Like I don't need to make videos and all this and that. Like I'm kind of past that now. So I just want to thank everybody for kind of being there. You know, like you know, I know a lot of people really were stuck with the Cheeseman, but at some point in time, you know, we had to move on. So that's kind of like what we've done. So we may not have the 200, 300 viewers like we used to, but you know, we're in a different direction now. So you know, hopefully we'll get some viewers. You know, it's just gonna be taking time to
Pero
kind of.
aparte, y si es que alguien que pueda basar su éxito en, o sea, si tú te dedicas al YouTube y te vas a comparar con otros YouTubers y lo que sea, ok, bueno, va, esa es tu clase de éxito, va. Para empezar, el éxito es algo subjetivo, o sea, el éxito no se basa en algo específicamente palpable. Lo que es éxito para ti puede ser que no sea éxito para mí. Así que si alguien puede decir, ah, no, es que Frank no es exitoso porque no tiene 200 views. A ver, espérate, o sea... No.
Guys, guys, guys! He only has 50 views. He only has 50 views.
No.
He only has 50 views. Okay, I have 50 views, but I don't live in a shithole.
No vivimos de YouTube. Es respetable las personas que lo quieran hacer, ¿verdad? También hay que ver qué clase de contenido quieres tener para mantenerte de eso, ¿verdad? O sea, yo respeto, no sé, a mí me gusta seguir los que van de viaje, los que cocinan, los que, no sé, pero bueno, cada quien. Pero no, o sea, ni Francisco ni yo basamos nuestro éxito o no éxito en 50 views, lo que sea. O sea, eso no tiene nada que ver. Es más que nada, y hay que ser sinceros, Francisco hace un video a la semana en YouTube, ¿sí, no?
Guys, I make one YouTube video, guys. One YouTube video per week. I'll make a couple lives during the week. Just
Pero en Facebook.
yeah, I make maybe 3 or 4 videos throughout the week, and that's pretty much it. Like,
O sea, si realmente Francisco quisiera vivir del YouTube, haría muchos videos en YouTube, ¿verdad? Entre más videos tienes, más puedes monetizar. Pero no es el caso. O sea, ni tampoco su éxito o no éxito lo va a venir a determinar alguien externo a nuestra familia. ni siquiera yo, que soy su esposa, puedo decir, Francisco es exitoso o no es exitoso, o esto, o lo otro. O sea, no. O sea, es subjetivo totalmente. O sea, no puedes decir que una persona es exitosa porque tiene una mansión y que la persona que no tiene esa mansión no es exitoso. No, quizás la persona que no tiene esa mansión es exitoso porque a lo mejor pasa más tiempo con su familia y para esa persona eso es éxito. Y a lo mejor la persona que vive en la mansión nunca ve a sus hijos porque tiene muchísimo trabajo o se la pasa de viaje y no ve crecer a sus hijos. Y para mí eso no es ser exitoso. O sea, ¿eso qué tiene que ver? Mucho. Si eso no tiene nada que ver, mucho menos tiene que ver con 50 o un view que tengas. O sea, no tiene absolutamente nada que ver.
Yeah. Going back to the question, two questions. RG says, Frank, okay, going back to my question, what happened to with court? I don't know much about what Chisky is doing in court. I heard there was a mistrial on the DWI charge. That's the only thing I know. Like I said, I haven't really kept up with that stuff. If I knew more, I would definitely tell you guys. But I personally haven't really been keeping up. Some supporters do share some information on our supporter page. Because it's maybe interesting to some. But I just don't have the time, honestly, anymore to spend hours and ask people, hey, like, what's going on in court, like this and that. Some people share stuff with me, like some people still share stuff with me, but it's not like it used to. Things have changed. Like now, um, pretty much dedicating a lot of my time in work and now I'm gonna be going back to the university and stuff. So that's where my mind is kind of going to right now. So, um, as far as what has happened in court, I haven't really kept up. I just know about the court is there was a mistrial for the DW charge. She still has the other charges pending, but that's all I know. Juan Carlos Gamboa says, Frank, did you ever apologize to El Marrano del Monte? That's a good question, guys. So before Vanessa, if you guys have been on the page, there used to be a guy named El Marrano del Monte, aka Erasmo Castro. And he's still out there. I never apologized for any of that stuff. It almost was the same thing in a certain way with Vanessa. The only difference is like, well, he didn't come to my house and made it seem he wasn't crazy like that. Like he's still crazy, but not as crazy as he was. Um, so I never. I mean, we talked. Like I met him in person. We've sat down. I think one time we went to like Waterburger and stuff. But but I don't feel like. I mean, there might have been a few points in time I may have taken it a little bit overboard, but as far as regretting anything that was posted, not really. You know, and we still talk. Like he has my phone number. I have his phone number. I've shared some things about things that are happening in Brownsville. So there are some things that we kind of do agree upon when it comes to like politics. But in a lot of other things, I don't really agree with him. But at this point, like that's also like history. That's kind of things that happened almost 7 years ago that we're talking about. So, now, we moved on past Bronzo Cheeseman. We moved on past Chiskis. We moved on past La Pincha Roña. Like, yeah, I go to Ruby Moreno's page every now and then. I'll chime in from time to time, but I'm not gonna be making videos every fucking hour, going back to addressing things that I've told La Roña already. Like, and especially like a person that has nothing to, um, there's nothing that I gain from making videos every fucking hour talking about La Roña. Literally, like I don't make anything. Like, it might bring in more views maybe, but yeah. Yeah, like if I really was worried about views, like if I really was wanting to, oh, you know what, like let me talk about fucking Ryan because people like choosing me, right? I would do that, but I don't have to do it because it's not something I'm interested in. I'm interested now in focusing on moving them up on my career. I mean, there are a lot of things that are happening now that I wish I would have done sooner, and there's other things that we can like literally talk about. We can definitely talk about other things, and let me get this person. They're trying to. What the fuck is this? Okay. I don't know. Hot girls and hot boys. I don't know what that is, but anyway, guys, we reached the end of our show. We've been live for 2 hours. Huh? I reported, guys. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all. RJ says Frank Waterburger, the one he fell asleep in Waterburger. Not that one. That was a different Waterburger. But anyway. Well, guys, I want to call it a night. It's way past my bedtime. I got to fucking wake up early tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be fucking sleepy. But I did it for y'all, guys. I did it for y'all. But yeah, my wife's sleepy. Yeah, she wants to go to bed. So, guys, y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys next week on Sunday. And y'all have a great Monday.
Vanessa Martínez que haces que como quiera vas a hacer $3 imagínate un video un video por semana.
Juan Carlos says, Frank, would you encourage people to vote for Erasmo? Yes and no. I would encourage people. See, guys, this is like, I don't know what position he's running for. It's like the 10th time that he runs. Honestly, I think it's like JP, or is it JP? Or is it Cameron County Commissioner? He's running again for something. So it's like his 10th or 11th time he's running. Would I encourage people to vote for him? No. In the sense that I don't feel that... I mean, it's kind of like a kind of weird. I would encourage people to vote if they feel that he's the best candidate. So if they feel that he's the best candidate, go ahead and vote. You know, your vote should always be going towards the person that you feel is going to bring in the most change. So if you feel that Erasmo is going to bring in a change, then go ahead and vote for him. I personally wouldn't vote for him unless he's really going to be the person that's going to bring change. So that's what I would say. You know what I mean? And kind of like with Vanessa, like if I don't feel Vanessa would ever be in a position to make a change, but if some people feel that she's the person that's going to bring change, then, you know, go ahead and vote for her. I mean, it's your vote, right? Just make a good, sound decision in voting. So anyway, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna go make a baby.
Qué fino eres.
Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys next week, and thank you once again. And if you guys want to become a special supporter, join our page. Send me a message, and we'll add you to our supporters group. Mega Pine, thank you, and have a good night. Butterflies and fangs. So, talk to you guys later. Vamos!